So jumping right on in, I am once again hearing Daughter by Beyonce. The part is saying, help me, Lord, from these fantasies that's in my head. They ain't never been safe ones. I don't fellowship with these fake ones. So let's travel to white chapels and sing hymns, whole rosaries. Yeah, that's where it stops. Cleanse me, Holy Trinity, from this marijuana smoke smell in my hair. They say I'm nothing like my father, but I am colder than Titanic waters. I guess I would be I'm wondering what your relationship with your father is like, is really what my next question is going to be, because that song has come up twice when I tap into your energy. Outside of that, we're gonna go ahead and jump in with your follow-up. If you choose to proceed forward, we'll start with a monthly starting in April. But this is just going to kind of be to follow up from the last one, answer some of your questions, and kind of work out some of the kinks that you have going on. So we're going to do a quick general really quickly to see what messages Spirits has for you. Messages. Okay. Alrighty. Well, that explains your finances being. Let me finish up here. Brokenhearted. Interesting. Cups, and then you have, which is okay. Well, these two make sense because you said your finances are kind of blocked right now. So I'm hearing brokenhearted, Boys to Men, and Brandy. So Spirit wants you to know life's not over. You can start again. You can start again. What I don't like, I think, okay, this is giving thank God I dodged a bullet vibes. The devil right here, this is talking specifically about a toxic partnership and the heartbreak that you may be feeling from the ending of that. But it was almost like, again, thank God you dodged a bullet. You were really dealing with this snake. You were really dealing with something that you needed to shed anyway. The Seven of Swords is someone untrustworthy, somebody sneaky, somebody trying to get over. With it being in reversed, it tells me that you avoided that energy. You avoided that sneaky energy. You avoided some type of serious toxicity by this relationship coming to an end. The Four of Swords right now being in reverse for you indicates a time in which it's time for you to rest, time for you to regroup, time for you to finally get out of your heads, or at the very least reverse the negative thoughts of what's been going on and realize that you're protected, and that by whatever pain and heartache that you're dealing with right now, it's actually protecting you from worse off later on down the line. Okay, now you only have one card of Wands, and it's a conflict card. It tells me actually a couple of things. Like right now in your life, you're going to be experiencing a lot of cosas trancando. ¿Cómo se dice cosas trancando? Como las cosas tan, like, the fuck does tranca mean in English? Blocking. You're going to experience a lot of blockages. You're going to experience a lot of, I'm seeing like dams, like beavers put up dams. That you're going to be experiencing a lot of blockages at this point in time that you feel like are preventing you from moving forward, which in actuality are technically protection from things that are going to be coming your way. Now, as we delve into your Cups. So you have very heavy water sign energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy, which means you're very much in your feelings. So there's a couple of things. You either have a water sign male in your life as well as a water sign female at this point in time that are very important to your happiness. These people. And if it's not water sign person, then it's the energy of the duality. It's your divine feminine and your divine masculine both being extremely emotional at this time. It's a space of almost bipolar. When you're up, and when you're down, you're down. When you and it's like you deeply feel. It's deeply feeling these emotions. Now, what I will say, this is a time for you to try to remain balanced. This is a time for you to gain clarity on what it is that you want and what your dreams and wishes are, wish fulfillment is, so that when spirit goes to moving and when God goes to moving in your life, it's almost like what spirit doesn't want for you to do is like get caught up in the genie aspect of being okie doke, like phenomenal cosmic powers, itty bitty leaving space. It's very much be very clear on what it is that you're asking for, because like say you're asking to be with an individual, you want this relationship with an individual, and then come to find out this individual is very fiscally irresponsible, like he doesn't know how to keep or find or save money, or is just really bad with finances, which is the energy of the Son of Pentacles. Now, within this Son of Pentacles energy, this is also 1 year. We're talking about a year. You have a 10-year time span and a 6-year time span right here with these cards. So that could either be the past 10 years, the up and coming 10 years. You could be in the middle of this 10-year cycle. This year could be the past year, and so on and so forth. And so as far as the 6 years cards, it could be the past 6 years, the next 6 years. What I will say about it is that there is a lack of planting a seed and harvesting that is blocking your finances right now. There is a need for you to hunker down financially in order to receive the blessing that you're looking for. It's not coming anytime soon. It's going to take a few years for you to get there. What I do see happening for you is that steps are going to be taken in order for you to get there. You're going to have like God is going to send little glimmers, like an opportunity. You'll have little small opportunities where God is going to test you to see if you're really going to grind it out these few years for you to get to the financial security that you're looking to get to. There's something about next year, Capricorn season. Capricorn, I don't know if you're dealing with the Capricorn as well that is adamant in this, but there's something about you ending toxicities, whether it's overindulgence in food, drinks, alcohol, drinks is alcohol, weed, drugs, whatever, sex. It feels as if there's a moment here where it's being highlighted and you're kind of like, okay, it's time for me to let go of that. Now, especially with this 7 of Swords being your overall, it says to me, honestly speaking, that you are in a space where you really need to strategize a bit better about what you're going to be doing. It tells me that you need to pay attention to people who may seem like they are legit, or kind of pay attention to people who seem as if they are knowledgeable or legitimate. Imposters is what it is. Like be leery of imposters, okay? Be leery of having imposter syndrome as well with your thoughts down here. Remember I said you're gonna have to start taking a step back, see things clearly, stop lying to yourself, or like maybe your thoughts are lying to you, But there's a need for you to kind of take a step back and see that there could be some manipulation going on right now. Somebody could be trying to manipulate your emotions, considering that that's down here, manipulate you through the things that they know that it is that you desire. Okay, so I'm going to grab some clarifiers down here really quickly for you. Okay, so you're about to have an opportunity come to you in the form of communication. This communication that's coming into you will be about your finances. And I don't think that you're going to like what is being said. I know I said this to you before, but I'm hearing it again. I really feel as if you could possibly be about to have some type of financial transition, job loss, like I say, letter of resignation. There is something going on where it's like, I'm gonna, either you are not doing it on your own, so spirit is speeding up the process by, you know, dismissing you from this position, or you finally realize that something regarding what you're doing cannot continue if you're continuing to do this. I also wanted to bring back the unexpected, because this again is pregnancy, and then this sex without love toxic thing could give unexpected pregnancy. But there's a lot of wish fulfillment in what you have going on here. There's a lot of need to save all the money that you can right now. These cards are also very heavy pregnancy cards as well. So I just have to reiterate that. You don't always have to be pregnant with a child. You could be pregnant right now with a new beginning. You're on the precipice of something new. With the card, with the key as well coming out, it's telling me that you're about to receive information on something. One door is about to close while another one is going to open. But I do feel like there's going to be a sense of betrayal from whatever's happening. There's a sense of feeling as if someone got away with something and they didn't get caught. It's feeling like of consequences from some type of fraud or scam or something to that effect is really what it feels like to me. So from here, we're going to clarify some of your questions. I think we will go to, we'll start with blockages in your, this spirit doesn't want this deck. Okay. So this is going to be regarding your finances, and this is going to be regarding relationship. So let's start with finances. We're going to ask Spirit messages. God Most High. Regarding her finances. What is blocking her finances right now? Messages. What is blocking her finances? Ooh, Magician, action. Your lack of action, your lack of you using all the tools that are readily available and at your disposal for you to be able to create the financial success that you want. Spirit is telling you that you have everything that you need. Ooh, Three of Knives in reverse. Three of Knives is the Three of Swords. It's telling me another, again, the heartbreak from what you dealt with, the Lover's card. Okay. So if you want me to be frank, the things that are blocking your finances right now are you and the getting over this relationship and moving forward. The High Priestess is about internal intuition, your internal intuition. So you already know what you need to do in order to move forward financially. There are things that, intuitively speaking, Spirit wants you to sit with and receive information regarding your steps that you're going to be moving forward. Now, when we look at the Lover's card, it's not just about a lover or relationship. It's also about partnerships. It's also about mergers. It's also about contracts. And so what this tells me, in my opinion, is that, Ace of Wands in reverse as well. There are a couple of things I'm getting for this, but we're talking about finances right now. Your opportunities are not quite, they've not quite sprouted. You're about to be planted. You're about to be in a season of darkness. You're about to be planted, and you're going to have to keep your thoughts positive during this time, because you're going to feel like, oh my God, what did I do wrong? Like, why is this happening to me? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. This is all a part of your rebirth. Whatever partnership, whatever contract, whatever business deal that is coming in towards you from this dismissal or from this change has not necessarily manifested itself yet. There's an energy of you needing to be, once again, very clear on where it is that you're going, what it is that you want, and how it is that you're going to get there. What do you want? How you plan on getting there? And then once you get that aspect of it together, that's when you're going to see the success behind your actions and behind what it is that you're moving. We got the 9 of baskets again. So again, we're talking about your wishes, wish fulfillment, desires, what it is that you want. The success that's coming from this 9 of baskets, right? So it's not necessarily saying, this is almost like the ram in the bush. This is like, not everything is terrible. You will get to your desired destination. It's just not going to happen necessarily the way, and I won't even say the way you thought, because it's almost as if you don't even know how the hell you get near yourself, right? It's a card of you needing to hold on to the small joys in life, because at this point in time, you're going to be dealing with a lot of ending partnerships. This 2 of baskets, 2 of cups being in reverse, is telling me that there's dissatisfaction. You are dissatisfied. Dissatisfaction is not a word. I'm aware that it's not a word, but that you're very dissatisfied with where you are, and you're going to be very dissatisfied with where you are for a very long time, until you can really appreciate and be grateful for the space that you're in at the moment. Okay. I feel like with your 2 of cups, this is further confirming to me a partnership, and we're talking about finances. So things that are blocking your finances is probably going to be the loss of some type of contract, partnership, job. Again, there is a lack of balance here with it being in reverse. There is a lack of thoughts and knowledge on where to go from here. I do feel like there could be a little bit of a release that's going to be needed with this 3 of knives. Once again, that's like the 3 of swords again. 3 of swords is heartbreak, betrayal, and so with it being in reverse here, it's telling me that there's a release that needs to happen in order for your finances to move forward. And even though that release is painful and you're going to feel very lost throughout this time period, you're going to have to listen to your intuition. You're going to have to keep your thoughts and your visions on the fantasy of what it is that you're trying to create, your third eye chakra, if you will. And you're going to be dealing with the separation is the best thing I can say. You're going to be separated from job, separated from financial security, separated from partnerships, contracts. It's just not going to be what you want right now. Now, one thing about me, I'm not gonna hold you. I ain't never gonna lie and tell you something is what it's not going to be, okay? What I do like about these cards here, your major arcana cards, is that there's potential and rebirth in everything. As long as you listen to spirit, listen to intuition, do the work that is required of you, there's rebirth there, and positive rebirth and change for you to attain a partnership and attain a committed, yes, I will say attain and retain a committed partnership, commitment. So we're gonna switch it up and go to your what's blocking your relationships, and then we will get a little bit clarification on Mr. Texas, Mr. Terry Texas. Messages we got outside regarding her. What is blocking her relationship and her relationship? Patience. Patience. This is really easy. So the Emperor would be a male energy. Is also Aries energy. Just FYI, in case there's someone that is an Aries in your life. But patience is what's blocking it. It's structure. There's a lack of structure in your life. There's a lack of discipline in your life. There's a lack of you going and healing what's with what is inside. Because the Hermit is that energy of as within, so without. You know, if I heal what's inside of me, I will start to heal outside. It's an energy of me addressing what is going on with myself and stop looking out and projecting onto everyone else what my problems are. The Three of Pentacles tells me that a couple of things, actually. Once you have balanced and attained this aspect of structure, discipline, healing, and you've gotten the balance, there's an aspect of this where you could meet someone in some type of learning or school environment. There's that. There is a 3-year aspect to this. There is also an aspect to this that says that there's going to be a continual cycle of what you've already been dealing with if you don't balance out or if you don't heal. You're just going to continue the cycle. It's just going to keep going around and around and around. You're just going to continue on the I'm seeing a merry-go-round of insanity, the emotional roller coaster of. So yeah, that's what's blocking the romantic relationship. Let's get some clarification cards on Mr. Texas. Now, did you ask something specific? You said, saying, does he have pure intentions? Well, that's an easy one. Let's see, right here, messages. First and foremost, let me ask, is it okay that I ask questions for Mandria right now? Yes or no question regarding, is Mr. Akia Terry in Texas? Hold on, let's try. Is it okay that I use these to get clarification questions on whether or not where did his name go? Okay, Mr. Terry in Texas has pure intentions with Mandria. Okay, so I can ask. Let's see. Pure intentions with Mandria. That's a no. That's a no. That's a solid no. No to no to no. Let's get some. Let's go to the cards. On whether Mr. Terry in Texas has intentions. Ooh. Clarification messages on whether or not Mr. Terry in Texas Move these aside. Right. Okay. So the Tower card tells me that there's something going on that is going to upend what it is that you all have going on. The Tower card is like that Jenga piece that makes everything fall the fuck apart. I'd be willing to say that there's some type of secret about to come out regarding that. It's something intuitively you almost already know, because that's why the High Priestess is out there. You already in spirit, and which is why spirit says you was asking this question, because there's something in your gut saying that something is off. Whatever it is that you are thinking or whatever's going on, that's a yes. Okay. Now, here's the thing with the cards that we were given. You have 2 yes cards and 1 no card, which tells me, but it's just, okay, one thing about the yes card that it is, the Wheel of Fortune is a card where it can go one way or it can go the other. So there's something about this connection here that has a shaky foundation from jump. And whatever it is that you think it is probably exactly what the hell it is. And what I will say about this is that there is an aspect of this relationship that is more harming and detrimental to you than good. Do you see how she is stressed the fuck out, holding the weight of the world on her shoulders, right? Spirit is going to shake this up so that you can get to be on top of this wheel, right? That's kind of the goal. Let me see if I might use these, but I don't know. Do I have my look? I do. Let's see here. Messages. New beginning, a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow, you will be surprised where it leads. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. You have to want and see past where you are right now for these new possibilities. You're so stuck on where you are now that you don't necessarily see what could be, is what Spirit says. And I do feel like Spirit wants me to grab some clarification cards regarding this over here just to see what else comes out. Texas. Oh, what is that? I hear a song. It's not right, but it's okay. Who is that? Whitney Houston. Lock the door and the key. Don't you dare come running back to me. It's not right. Riding off. You're about to close the chapter on it. I don't feel like this is something else, but look, Snake, somebody, you need to shed that skin. Shed that skin. Untrustworthy. Okay, so listen. I'm going to just say this. There's a strong possibility that this individual could have another person pregnant. Either he lied about having kids, has a baby on the way. There's just snake energy there. I really don't like it. I think there's a lot of unexpected things coming your way that is going to cause you to question your faith. That if you did not have this reading ahead of time, you'd be like, what the hell else? What else? But I think there's a sense of clarity and peace that you're going to have with the unknown of where you're headed. But it's like, I'm done. I'm riding off. I don't need this energy anymore. I'm hearing hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. So, yeah. That's what's coming through for me. That's what's coming through for me. My bad, lovely. I did not sign off. I pray that you stay blessed and highly favored and protected out here in these streets. But when I tell you the message is literally just cut off, like I'm getting dead radio silence. There's nothing else. There was no extra. It's just dead silence. So I will say that if you're going to continue to do the monthly readings by the 1st of April, I need your homework, which is how are you accountable to your situation? What steps are you in need of taking right now? And what knowledgeable help have you started to seek out? Okay. And we will have to get together about monthly pricing because rates have increased. There's just a lot of shit going on between tariffs and shit like that that is causing spiritual work and practices and stuff to go up at Botanicas and things like that. So I'm going to sit in meditation about these prices that I'm going to have to increase and kind of go from there to see what the new monthly rate is going to be. And should you decide to continue on with me. So that's about it. I pray you stay blessed and highly favored and protected out here in these streets. And hopefully, fingers crossed, by the time you next see me, I'll have my nails done.